Do you do many podcasts?
No, never did one.
Really?
Yeah.
They're so easy in comparison to like other stuff.
In 3 years on the tour, plus whatever, nothing.
Never.
There you
Well,
go.
congratulations. You're
first,
here.
that's really good.
Yeah. Come on.
Welcome to our podcast. Well, Brie, every now and then an international player comes along who, for one reason or another, is adopted by Aussie fans as one of their own. And today we're joined by a young man who's fast becoming an honorary Australian. At just 23 years of age, Matteo Arnaldi has entrenched himself in the top 40 in the world, and he is once again the first international player to arrive for Australian Open 2025. Welcome back to Melbourne, Matteo.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
And you were just sharing off air that this is your first ever podcast.
First ever podcast, so a bit nervous. No, I'm joking.
You don't need to be
Can't
nervous.
wait.
We won't fight this time.
I hope you like Pod Laver Arena, by the way.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I've never been this part of the Melbourne Park, so it's nice to exploring, you know.
So when did you arrive? So how long have you been in Australia for?
Arrived end of November. I'm not sure the date, but yeah. So my girlfriend is from Melbourne, so we spent a lot of time here. I came after Shanghai too, so I was in mid-October. So when I can, I come here. It's always nice, and then it's like winter in Europe, so it's not the best. I prefer to stay here in summer and practice well in the same courts, same balls, same kind of weather. It's not gonna change much, so it's you adapt very well, and then you are ready to start the season. Last year it worked pretty much, so I'm gonna try to do it again this year.
And is Australia almost like another home base for you now? Because Mia's your girlfriend, isn't it? Yeah, she lives here. Right? Well, she's from here.
We live together now. We have an apartment here, so
amazing.
We live together. It's like my second home. Yeah,
I love that.
Can say that.
I'm interested to know how then the Australian fans have welcomed you. I know it's only your third year on tour, but what's it been like as an Italian coming to Melbourne, having that Aussie connection with Mia?
I don't know. Last year I played twice Australians, so I didn't get much crowd for me. But hopefully this year I will get more. I mean, I like to stay here. I like to spend time here, and you know, with my girlfriend, it's like we said before, it's a second home. So I hope the people are gonna cheer for me if I don't play against an Australian again.
Yeah, it's always tricky when you're against the Aussies, isn't it?
I mean, in general, when you play against the hometown heroes, like they call it, so it's always tough. The crowd is never for you. And here even more. Last year I played Walton first round, and then the Minor on Central Court.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like...
that's hard.
That is a tough ask.
Yeah.
But next year, AO 2025 is going to be the strongest Italian men's representation, I think, ever that we've had at this tournament. What's your relationship like with the other Italian men who will be here? I think 9 of you in total, direct entry into the main draw.
Yeah, we're a lot, and we are all young, because I know basically all of them since we were like 11, 12. So it's really nice because like you get to spend a lot of time with them. You know them very well, so it's almost like a friendship. It's very long, and it can in the tournaments are not just tournaments, but you can enjoy more like going out with them to dinner, and like I said, you know each other since you were very young, so it's like kind of I don't know how to say, like home away from home, you know, that kind of thing, except for Berrettini that is a little bit older, and before there was Fognini that is still inside the top 100, and Sonego. All the others are like my age or even younger, so it's very nice, and it's like I said, it's nice to have friends around the tour, you know.
There's been a massive rise in Italian players in tennis, so we're really seeing all you guys kind of rise up. What do you think that is? What's causing it?
I mean, it's
the
tough
water?
to say. It's tough to say because for sure the federation did a good work, but also all the tennis clubs and all the personal coaches that we had, because I grew up in my little club in my own time in Sanremo, so it's like I never had a big coach like helping me. So I think it's just when you see your friends going up, growing, winning a lot of matches, it's like giving you that kind of mindset where you can say like, all right, maybe if he did it, I can do it. And then for sure it's not easy to do it. But I don't know, I think you just go into the court with a different mindset, like I said, and maybe that gives you more, I don't know, energy. I can't describe it. It's like coming natural. You don't think about it, you know. But for sure, yeah, I mean, they put also a lot of tournaments in Italy, the Challenger Tours. So like I always like to travel, so I never like to stay in Italy and just playing there. But there are a lot of people that they can stay all year in Italy or Europe and become like top 100, and it's not easy, even more for Australians that they have to travel a lot, so it's completely different. And for us, I think is the luckiest thing that we have.
Well, your own journey, I guess a lot of people first heard of you about 3 years ago, and you've had a meteoric rise from outside the top 130, let's say, inside to a career high 30 earlier this year, and now sitting at 37. What have been the key steps to your personal journey?
It's tough to say. It's been a long journey till now, because let's say in 2021 in May I was 900, 1000, and then I changed a few things. I was practicing in the federation, and then I went back to my hometown. I changed my coach, my trainer. I did like a turnover and then from there I think I just needed that, because I mean, we didn't even start working, and then I started to win 15Ks, 25Ks, and then we went through the challengers, and I closed the year like 300 something, then the year after 130, and then last year I don't remember, 40 something, 45, 40,
yeah, I think 41. You
41 could be, yeah, I'm not sure. And then this year 37. So it's like I keep growing, and that's the most important thing for us, for me and my team. But this year for sure I didn't grow like the other years. It's becoming tougher going up, but it was a year of a lot of experiences, and first time with the last year together, because you know, they start to get to know you. They start to understand how you play. You have to change your game, and then you know, you play the tournaments for the first time, then you are coming back to do the same tournaments. This year was the first year that I did the full tour. So I started in Australia, and then I finished in Europe in the indoor swing. So it's tough. It's tough because there are a lot of matches, a lot of travels around the world, and I wasn't used to it. So this year I took it more as a experience year, and then next year I'm trying to, like, you know, do another little step to the top.
Yeah. So we saw some great things from you at Roland Garros, beating Rublev, getting through to the fourth round.
Yeah, that was the best tournament I played.
Yeah, yeah, and it was great to watch as a spectator as well. What are your hopes for the Australian Open, which is literally 1 month away?
I mean, I love to play. My favorite surface is hard court since I was a little kid. So I love to play here. And this was my first main draw junior tournament.
Amazing.
So it's like, it's always been a special place for me, and but I never played like very well, because that was first round when I was junior. Then 2 years ago I lost 2 years ago, and like last year and this year, but it's gonna be 2 years next year. Last of quali, so I was missing. This year I was just missing this slam. Then this year I played at the second round. So it's at the start of the season. I always need a lot of time to. I don't know how to say, like, you know, play a lot of matches and get into the tour, because you're coming from the preseason and it's not my best to start full power. I'm more like a diesel. Yeah. But, you know, like I said, I always like this tournament. I like to play here. I'm going to try to play a lot of matches before, like Brisbane and Adelaide, and come here at the top,
Okay, so second round you made in AO 2024.
Yeah.
What weapons have you added to your game? What have you been working on tweaking over the past 12 months?
I've been working a lot in pretty much everything. I like, if I think about myself at the start of last year, like this year, but last year, at the same time, I changed a lot in general, like tennis-wise, like forehand, back and serve, but also mentally, my attitude to go on court. It changed a lot. Like I said, I grew up a lot this year, and I think... I hope that I'm gonna show next year for sure, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna show everyone like what I changed and how I go into the court differently now. I think that's the most important thing for me, and that's when I'm gonna try to show everyone and also to myself.
So moving a little bit from performance, I know after you played in Miami, you went to see a Drake concert after I think your girlfriend Mia put up won a tennis tournament at 6 p.m. was at a Drake concert by 8 p.m. And I know that Drake isn't your jam.
Yeah.
So what is the pump-up music you'll be listening to during Australian summer to get you excited to play?
I don't have like a favorite artist or anything. I just like summer music, you know, the one that they go all over summer, and I just put it there and you don't even listen to the words. It's just you like the beat and everything. So those are the kind of music that I like.
Yeah.
But you know, like you said, Drake is my girlfriend, so I gotta listen to her songs too.
So she hasn't converted you into a Drake fan?
No, she will not.
I love that.
Hip hop, not your scene.
Yeah, that's not my type of music.
Yeah, definitely. I love that.
Well, what do you like to do off court then? If it's not listening to hip hop music, what are your favorite things?
I like to eat.
Well, that makes
me too. Yeah.
As an Italian, I like to eat. No, I'm joking. I like to go to the beach. That's for sure. I grew up in Sanremo. That is a beach town, very small. So that's another like thing that I like to come here. That is summer. I can spend like my days off, like Sundays at the beach or like relaxing, and I don't have like many hobbies outside. I just like to be chill, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like enjoy the day. I like to stay outside. Like I like to, if it's a sunny day, like I said, to go to the beach or like just stay outside and not stay home, because like I like the nature, let's say.
Yeah.
No other sporting prowess like Jannik or any of the others?
I mean, I did a lot of sports. Yeah, I did a lot. I did ski when I was young. Judo, I think is the same name in English.
Yeah.
And then swim. I swim a lot because my dad was a swimmer. So till I was like 12, I did tennis and swim. And then I did soccer. I did a lot of sports.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm missing some for sure, but yeah.
He'd fit in well in Australia.
100%. Yes, with that list, you are Australian, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the school is different. For my girlfriend is telling me like what she did at school, and I didn't do anything at school. Like a school in Italy is completely different to Australian school.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's just, you know, the hours of they call sport hours, but they just go outside and like you run and you stay together, but you don't do like actual sports in Italy.
Oh, so we do actual sports. You choose the sport. Yeah.
So I chose with my dad. It's like my dad was pushing a lot for me to do sports because he's always been like a sport person. My grandpa the same. So I think I was very lucky for that, because I'm pretty coordinate. So I think it's that thanks to all the sports that I did. So
it's in the blood.
Yeah, I don't know, but that
sporting
helped.
Family.
Yeah, that helped for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could give a message to share to your fans here in Australia, because I know you've got quite a few, what would that message be?
I don't know, the stuff. Follow me at the Australian Open for sure.
Yeah.
Try to cheer for me, and I love Australia. I love the Australians. So I'm gonna try to spend as much time here as possible. I think I'm not gonna go back to Europe. I'm gonna stay here also till like the very end, and then go straight to US. So I'm gonna meet you guys here.
Amazing.
What can they expect to see if an Aussie comes along and sees a Matteo Arnaldi match? What can they expect to see from you on court?
A lot. It can happen a lot in my matches. It can happen for sure. They're gonna see a fight. That's for sure. They're gonna see me running around the court, sliding. That's what I do. And then if they're lucky, they're gonna see me like trying to push sometimes and go to the net, like all the Australians they were doing, Rod Laver and on grass courts here. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, that's kind of a goal that I have, to stay like doing the preseason here. Try to go a bit over the net, like try to be more aggressive on court, but it's not in my blood for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good show.
It sounds amazing.
Sign me up.
Okay, so if you could pick one major title to win, which one would it be and why?
That's tough, because I gotta go with two.
Yeah, you can have two.
Okay.
We'll let you have two.
Jannik's had two, why not Matteo?
Yeah, okay. I mean, this is definitely my favorite one.
Yeah.
And I cannot say, I have to say this one, because since I was a kid, I always watched and loved this, because it's, for a European, it's in the other part of the world. It's like summer when it's winter. It's like, I don't know, it's always
it's the unicorn tournament.
It's like, I don't know, it was interesting for me, was since I was a kid, so this is my favorite one, and I gotta say this one. But at the same time, I have to say US Open, because it's the slam that I always played good. I did my first fourth round, so second week of the slam, I won. I think it was the second match in a Grand Slam when I was a junior, but I was playing really good. So I love that tournament too. I gotta say, the two hardcore tournaments,
Amazing. Well, we hope you win one or both at some point.
Yeah. I hope so, and maybe I will start with this one.
Yeah.
What else is on the Christmas wish list?
Oh,
can be off the tennis court.
But
what should Mia be taking note of at this point?
I don't know. So tennis-wise, it's. I mean, I'm also Italian, so I gotta say Rome. Rome is a special tournament. I was my first ATP that I played. I got a wildcard, so I gotta say that I'm really looking forward to that. And outside the court, I mean, one was to get an apartment here. I did it this year.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So did Brie.
Thanks.
But then she got kicked out.
So the next one, I don't know yet, but it's going to be something with my girlfriend for sure.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
We're looking forward to everything that 2025 brings you, and all the best for the summer of tennis, Matteo.
Thanks a lot. Happy to be here. Can't wait to start.